Hello and welcome to Maggie's Fun Time. This is Magzie and we are back here on Direwolf 20 pack 1.12 edition, and I am continuing with our series on how to get ×3 ore production and ×4 ore production. To get this going, we are going to need to make blazing perithium. In order to do that, we need these. But like, in order to get this, we need basically they come from this. So if you see you'll process this here, it will turn into Blitz rods here, or there's a usable more. I don't know what that is there. I guess it's like a mob capturing thing. Yeah, holds mobs in status. So you can capture mobs and then process them in whatever this thing is with this upgrade on it. That is super weird. Okay, so they have done some changes in thermal expansion lately. There's other ways to get this. Now, these guys only spawn off the blizzes. Now, you can capture these mobs here, Blitz, Basalz, whatever, in a blizz. You can capture them and spawn them in, but there's a whole lot easier way to do this stuff, all right? So here's the way I'm going to teach you how to do it. You can always capture the mob and then spawn it in using the mob spawning mechanic from Industrial Foregoing. But what fun is that? Right. So there's another way to make these. If you hit R on these, you can see that there's a fluid transposure recipe for these. And to make Blizz powder, you need sand and some destabilized redstone. In order to make this powder here, you need obsidian dust and destabilized redstone. Now, for infinite obsidian, you can just hook up a lava fabricator straight up to an igneous extruder, set a water input from a aqueous accumulator, and just set it to obsidian, and it will automatically make obsidian for you. So, and then you can just put that in a pulverizer, and that'll give you the obsidian dust. And then for the Blitz powder here, you will need snowballs. To get infinite snowballs, you can use, I can actually show you that one. Hold on. So here. A glass precipitator with an input of water from an aqueous accumulator will automatically make you some snowballs. All right. So, let you know that. And these three things. But you don't have an endless supply of redstone. Usually you have to go mining for it. You find a lot of it, but not enough to keep a system like this up and going if we're going to be doing this kind of thing. Now, the other stuff you need for blazing promethium . Let's go to thermal expansion here. We can get it from there. This promethium powder here is some sulfur and some crushed coal. Now you can mine coal here, but there's another way to do this also. So everything on this list you can actually get. This, you'll get sulfur from crushing the coal down, so don't worry about that part. Redstone I'm going to show you, and blaze powder here. Oh, look at this, a fluid transposer recipe, and it takes glowstone. So that's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot from the mining. That's a lot of mining. So I'm going to show you how to get this stuff, and I'm going to show you how to make these dust. All right. So first thing you'll need for this is the conjunction catalyst here. Now the recipe for this is this, and it requires the aluminium ingot and the pixie dust along with an alchemy catalyst. Before I show you the recipe for the alchemy catalyst, you will have to get into Britannia a bit to do this trick. All right, it doesn't take that long, and you will need a good amount, a good steady supply of elementum. I mean, mana for this also. But so just be, you have to actually build the elven portal, and then that's how you get access to this. So, and then the gateway is just brewing stands, a mana pearl, and gold ingots, and living rock. Of course, you guys know how to make living rock, and also the mana pearl. You just put an ender pearl inside a mana pool. So that's that. And what you want to do is you want to put this in the ground. All right. Then on top of that, you want to put a pool. Now I have an everlasting pool here, which will always stay full. Sorry about that. For the purposes of this video. All right. Now, with that done, this guy is awesome. I should have showed you before I put that in there. So let's grab another one real quick just to show you guys here. This guy has recipes. If you go to uses here, you can see that you can actually double any input that's on this list here. So redstone, glowstone, nether quartz, coal, snowballs, netherrack, soul sand, gravel, and then a bunch of leaves, which we don't really care about. We care about all of these. All of these first 5 recipes here is what we have, what we want. All right, it's what we want. And to demonstrate this, you can put a dropper above this, all right, and then you can feed into the precise dropper the items that you want, or double. Now, if you need one to double, so you can't really do like a crafting thing in your storage things per se. What you want to do is like keep a drawer set up near here, and you'll want to put next to it one of those item detecting mods that outputs a signal, or you could do separate drawers by themselves. All right, and just keep like a stack in there. There is an upgrade that only puts a stack in. Let me show you that one out of the storage. Ooh. You'll need to emit a signal when it's full to get it to stop producing there, and then there's a where's that? Reduces to a single stack, and you want to put one of these on there. You can do like a 2x2 drawer, just have it keep a stack in each one of them, or you can do separate drawers by themselves. Either one's fine. The separate drawers by themselves will allow you to pull out independently, and but you'll want a separate item detectors for each drawer, where this will detect one. The 2x2 drawer would only require one item detector, and you can just detect when the item is specifically low, and then it'll send the redstone signal out, and then it'll take the items out and fill the dropper until the thing is full. Or you can just do the crafting method. Now, if you do the crafting method, you want the refined storage drawer, and basically you just tell it to craft it, and then you just put the redstone back in. So you would keep. I don't have a drawer system here, but you would keep like. You make sure you keep like enough redstone in where you could just put the redstone back in, so it could actually craft the stuff. So, and then you just set up the dropper and a crafting upgrade from refined storage onto that. I hope that makes some sense for you. I can actually go to refined storage to show you what I'm talking about here. This one here, the crafter, and then you make the recipe and put it in here. You would put 1 equals 2 in the production side of the, where is it at? Pattern grid. You switch it to non-crafting, that's the production thing, and then you set the recipe 1 and then 2, and then you save that to one of the crafting patterns right there, and then you put that inside the crafter, which is connected to the precise dropper, which is hanging over this. If you want the recipe for the precise dropper here, I don't want to actually put you out, I just want to show you guys the recipe. It is some payless crystals, which is converted lapis. Advanced coils here, which is a regular coil, which is some Redstonia crystals and a black quartz. Redstonia crystals is converted redstone in an atomic reconstructor, and then the black quartz is actually made by finding black quartz ore. There used to be a crafting recipe, but I don't think there is anymore. Some packs may have a crafting recipe for this. I believe it was coal with nether quartz. They might have took that out. I don't know. But that's that. Now, how this works is you just drop it in there. That's what the precise dropper's for. And once it drops in there, it creates more. Where'd you go? I have an ore. Oh, you know what? Let's do that. And then what I'll do is put you up so I can show this off. Sorry about that. So you just drop it in there. And there you go. Any one of them. So you can do that with coal, you can do that with redstone, you can do that with all the stuff. All the stuff. Now, once you do that, once you get that set up and you get all the crafting recipes in there in the system set up to where you can auto craft coal, snowballs, glowstone, all that kind of stuff, and you actually have some in the system, you want to set up this. This is a magma crucible feeding into a fluid transposer, and then in that you want to put your redstone. Now I've got full speed upgrades on this, and you can see it's still taking some time in there. And that's basically it, guys. You just put in whichever one you want. So for this one, you put in sand. For this one, you put in obsidian dust, and for this one you put in snowballs, and I will make one of each. So let's get those out real quick. Sand, snow, obsidian dust. And we put this in here and just put that in there. It doesn't even take that long. It's super fast. I've got this fully upgraded too. It's just to show you guys that. There we go. And that is how to get these. And with this setup here set up right, and this setup here set up right, you can auto input this with the crafter also. So it'll automatically craft these. So then all you have to do is have a crafter with this recipe in it. And you also need a pulverizer to make this stuff. Now you can, I think you can make sulfur, but the best way to get sulfur, if you're going to use the triple and quadruple ore doubling, is to actually use the fractioning steel to make refined oil fuel. It will give you twice. It'll give you sulfur. This one, and then this one. So it'll give you not crude oil. Can't believe I did that. Come on. There we go. This one, liquefied coal. And then from the dust, you will also you'll get it from making the coal into the actual dust itself, and then you'll get it from turning the napalm into refined fuel, and you'll get that. And you set that output up right, and you do your energy output that way. You can actually set this whole system up to where you'll have everything in your system automatically already, and then all you have to do is set up the crafting ingredient for this. There are the other ones. Let me show you their crafting recipes too, and you can actually do the same for these. The cryothin powder here, and the petroleum powder here. And if we look at this one here, you can see it is niter. Now niter you will have probably some problems with, but it is niter instead of sulfur. And the Blizz powder I already showed you how to make. The niter here, you just have to grind down some sand. You can set these guys up to craft sandstone for you, and you feed that into a pulverizer, and have another drawer set up near one of these to output on the pulverizer, to output like this. So you'll have a pulverizer here instead of an induction smelter, and you'll output the niter into a drawer, and you'll feed the sand back into your system. So because you already have one of these drawers set up right here. So see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? And then for the pyrotheum dust, you will need obsidian, which I've already explained to you guys how to get obsidian dust and infinite obsidian before. And clay. Look at that. Clay. And you can make clay because you will already have infinite slag. So for the one we need here, we need both of these two things, and that's why I'm showing you this system. The hardest part will be this. I think I might do a separate video after I get done explaining to you the ×3 and ×4 ore doubling system. Don't be too much on this one. There are several ways that you can do this one. I might try to find a good way of doing it online and just linking that video down in the description down below, and you guys can click to that and link it, because sometimes other people can explain difficult like builds like that better than me. So I'll see if I can find one of those that shows that kind of build, and I'll link it in the description down below. And I'll try to do my own video if I can. I'm not good at those big complicated builds, but this is something real easy and simple that you can set up. We've already went through it's like I planned all this, isn't it? I've already went through some good ways of getting mana. So look at that. It's all coming together, isn't it? So The next time you will see me is we will get into the ×3 and ×4 ore doubling. I will assume that you have set all of this up for the ×3 and ×4 ore doubling. So in that video, I will link to the previous episode, the previous little modded musing where I showed this one. I will link to this episode where I show you how to get the infinite promethium and petroleum, but I cannot pronounce that, and the cryothium. Petroleum. I guess that was right. Petroleum. Petroleum? Is that right? Petroleum dust? All infinite ones of these, and you will need these two specifically for the ×3 and ×4 ore doubling. Alright? So, anyway, guys, if you like this episode, if it was really helpful to you, make sure you smack that like button. If you subscribe to your friends, you can tell them how much you liked it, how much it helped you. You can, I'll send you notifications when I have new videos out. You guys can come check it out, see if you like it. If you do like this video and you want to share it with your friends, tell them how much you like. There's a share tab down below. Click on the share tab, copy the link, post it on Facebook, Twitter, wherever you do social media. Don't forget to leave any tips, tricks, or comments down in the comments down below. Tell me if there's anything you guys want me to go over. I will go over it in a video. Hopefully I won't be overly complicated in it. I try to explain things the easiest and fastest way possible to do something. Alright? And this is the easiest and fastest way to do this without actually doing anything. Now, you don't actually need to set up a system to do this. You can actually just, whenever you want, whenever you need more, you can just do a stack at a time. So you can for your promethium here, you can just like take like 32 coal and then come over here and then turn that into 64 coal. You just need to make sure you get the mana production is the top thing. Make sure you have your mana production up top tier so you can keep your thing full at all times, and you should be good. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys later.